2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Now McSorley. Trying to lay one up deep. And now here is another interception. Julian Love picks it. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
And it's 3rd down.
Down. 8, read.
Watch QB.
Hey, high 7.
52's the mic.
Go. Snap.
Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Flush to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Ready.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They'll look to throw. It's caught by Davis. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Here's McSorley on 1st and 10. He sets to fire deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Go
now. 18,
They're going to need some therapy after this.
Go.
3rd down, they're going to throw for it with McSorley. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
McSorley, 1st and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected?
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, 56 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point good by Prater, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go!
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go? And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. B.J. Hill able to record his 5th sack of the season. Throwing on second down. McSorley. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. Call it a gain of 5, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Hey, Zoo.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 47 mic. 47 mic.
Throw for it here. Steps away to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Switch. Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47.
Smooth. Ready?
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. O'Shane Ximines able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Another try after the 1st down sack. McSorley under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
58's the mic. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 58, right over. Get it.
Here's McSorley now, 3rd and long. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Lorenzo Carter. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Switch.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Try to punch it in with Taylor. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. On 1st down, Barkley. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
On second and 9, Jones. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and it's third down. The Giants on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Greystone, travel. Hey, wahoo!
45 to Mike, 45.
Hey, hit it.
Now Jones. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Lorenzo Carter able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Defense, let's go. Kill.
Hey, ready.
Throwing is McSorley. And he's going to go down again.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that?
Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They go play action now with McSorley. Safarian Jenkins has it. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one goes for 24 yards.
Go.
You got working.
Watch the twist. Tighten up.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Check 49. Check 49.
Check 99. Check 99.
Hey, exit. Let's go.
Off of play action, it's McSorley. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. B.J. Hill in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
That's caught. It's Thomas. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
On the double.
Walk against the mic. Check pass. Check pass.
Fire.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. You were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
58, boys. 58. 58 is Mike. Wild Bill. Wild Bill. Switch.
2nd and 4. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. After the sack, 3rd and goal now from the 12.
Mike, 36. Mike.
80 weapons.
Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. Quick the edge. Come.
Hey, foxtrot. Hit it.
Taylor. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And 3 yards on the carry there as this defense holds strong and takes it to 4th and goal. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Let's get it.
And his kick is indeed good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's 1 timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. And now here comes their final timeout. As
2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
General West.
45 to Mike. Man, that's trash.
Hey, lock it. Ready.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. In for the sack, Deion Jones. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Giants, It may not be too late to salvage their season as the win moves them to 2-5 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Way too many when they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me.